Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to a reading for the week of April 29th. Happy birthday to all you late April, early May Tauruses out there. You have this growth card. I like this. It says, expect good money flow, a raise or a new job offer soon. You also have this legacy card. It says, your work will be passed down to future generations. Harvest the gifts of your ancestors. These gifts are also yours. So this whole entire week, I've done about 6 readings so far, and everybody's had really good money cards. So there could be improvements in finances, or people could just be discovering better ways of making money at this time. Money is changing. I've been talking about this literally since probably 2015 on this channel, that I think by the time we get to 2025, at the end of 2025, that money will have changed in some way. And I think that's definitely going to be true. Neptune, we have Neptune in Pisces until the end of 2025, and Neptune in Pisces rules anything that flows. So we call money currency, right? So money is something that flows, and I hope that things are changing for the better. I think that they will, but I kind of feel also that on a personal level, people will be discovering better ways of making money, or new ways of making money, and that could be something that you are definitely thinking about. I like this. This Royal U card is kind of like my glow up card in this deck. So some of you could be having like a little bit of a glow up, or you could just be kind of embracing your own energy is what I feel here, as in that you're starting to value yourself more. And when you start to value yourself more, then you obviously create more value, you attract more value into your life. You start off with the Knight of Cups here. A Knight of Cups could be like a knight in shining armor. There is love here if you want it, and you have 2 aces. So 2 aces to me would represent some sort of new beginning that could potentially be coming into your life. And sorry, this is my new camera, so I have to figure out where to hold this, but and I already can see something I need to fix, but that's all right. We're just going to roll with it. But anyway, again, I think that for a lot of you, there could be new love, or there could be new love connections coming in for you. This would be someone who sweeps you off your feet. And again, you have the Tower here. And so the Tower could be a pleasant surprise. And I do feel that here with some of you, that there could be a pleasant surprise, or there could be a person who does surprise you. Again, the Tower does not have to be a bad thing. The Tower can be a good surprise, like I said, and I definitely feel that there could be a good surprise that's coming in for you with the Tower card. I also feel that there could be like some good news that's coming in for you for some reason. Again, the Tower doesn't really represent good news, but I do feel that there could be good news, and it's very specific, the type of good news I'm getting here, which is, you could be hearing that like a boss is leaving, or a manager is stepping down or something, and you're in the work that you do. And, that could be a big opportunity for you, Taurus. Like you could be stepping up into a leadership role, or leadership position, or better positions in life in general. You have the Strength card. I feel like you have been very patient, and I do feel that your patience is being rewarded. So whatever you work on, or whatever you create, I think that things are kind of like improving here, or things are going in a better direction. I also have the weird word stability popping into my head. I don't necessarily look at the Strength card as a card of stability, but I can see how being strong obviously leads to more stability in your life. I kind of feel that the Tower says that things have been shaky. If you don't know, I do past, present, future, outcome, and I do label the rows differently as well. So this is my own spread that I use, and the Tower is coming up in what I would consider your past position. So you could be kind of like moving past Tower moments. Here you go. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Ace of Cups. Again, crazy. Someone else, I don't remember who, also had multiple aces in their reading. You have the Ace of Cups twice, and the Ace of Pentacles. So 3 aces so far, which is great. This is telling me that things could just be feeling better. I'm shooting this video on the 24th, the day before the end of the retrograde, and I already feel a million times better today than I have the entire retrograde. So some of you could be just feeling better, or you could be feeling the energy getting lighter here. With the Tower, you have the 3 of Wands. If you have had a Tower moment, I do feel that this is leading you to something bigger and better. The 3 of Wands is a card where he's like looking off into the distance at those ships, and those ships are on the water there, and they are pointing out of the harbor, as I always say. They're not necessarily pointing into the harbor. So a lot of people read this card as your ships coming in, which it definitely can represent, but the card itself can also say that your ships are going out, and that those ships going out could be leading him to a bigger, better, or different opportunity in his life. So I feel that there could be a really there could be like an opportunity that is coming from a Tower moment that's already happened, or maybe you've just been feeling like you're on shaky foundation and now you're improving your foundation. With the Strength card, you have the Knight of Wands. Again, adventure. Just like I said, I would say if there's any spontaneous opportunities, again, I say this to you fixed signs all the time. I think fixed signs should be jumping on those kind of like random, spontaneous opportunities that kind of come out of nowhere. I think that those things are going to be what leads to the most success. So, and again, I know it's like uncomfortable for fixed signs to maybe jump onto these big opportunities where you have to like be bold and assertive. And it's funny because I'm doing this right after that Scorpio full moon as well. So, I feel like that Scorpio full moon is all about being bold, being assertive, really kind of making something happen when you don't think you can, if that makes sense. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this long road card. I do think this is talking about the journey that you've been on. I think you've been, it says great distance. I feel like you have kind of traveled a great distance, maybe mentally or, just looking at your life and seeing how far you've come. I think that you need to kind of like add all that up and also, look at all the things that you've learned and say to yourself, like, this is all the amazing stuff I've learned. Like, now, where is it? What is this adding up to? I think you need to look at everything you've accomplished and say to yourself, like, look at all these amazing things I've done. You have this courthouse card. It says all legal matters, disputes, contracts, important decisions. I do feel like some of you are signing a new contract, and I feel this contract could be for moving. You have the Three of Wands, Tower, even can just represent a move. King of Cups is my card of the home, which you have at the end, and also the Two of Wands. If you're moving or signing a new contract, I actually feel this is going to be really good for you here, Taurus. You show up as yourself here. So the King of Cups in this first row. You also have the Death card, which kind of says that you are changing as a person. I feel like you are literally becoming stronger as well. You have the Five of Cups, but I kind of feel like the Five of Cups is saying that it's almost like you have gotten to that point where you just can't even be upset about walking away from something any longer. That's how it's kind of popping into my head. I feel like you're in this place where you're like, where you're going. And even if you don't feel this yet, I feel like you are going to start to feel this way as we get into the month of May. I feel like you're going to start saying to yourself, like, things aren't perfect. Things aren't exactly where I want them to be. But you know what? I have this focus in my life. Ace of Pentacles, really the three aces here plus the Eight of Pentacles really tells me that you kind of have this focus now. And I feel like you're coming up in a very strong position. And it's like anything that could potentially distract from that focus, I feel you're just like chopping heads here, Taurus. I feel very kind of like motivated, very driven type of energy going on here. It's much different than what I've felt for you in the past or, even over the past few months. And I feel that this Five of Cups is just saying that you are kind of being grateful for what you have. Again, this card itself says that you have to be grateful for these two cups right here, and then you get this bridge in this castle over here. So I feel for a lot of you, it is saying that you are practicing gratitude. And but I also get a very matter-of-fact energy where you're just kind of like saying to yourself, even if we go, let's put it this way, even if we go this way, you go through the Page of Swords. So he has a sword. He could be cutting things out of his life, or he could be saying like, hey, these things, there are certain things in my life that don't make sense for me any longer, and those are the things I'm cutting out. So I feel like you are cutting things out. You have the Death card. The Death card, of course, can represent a big transformation or a big change coming in for you. And I do feel for some of you that you could be making kind of like big changes at this time. I also feel that for a lot of you that this is more saying that you are changing beliefs that you have. So if there are certain beliefs that it's like old habits, right? It's like sometimes I think we have a habit that's a belief at the same time. And I feel those are the types of habits that you're changing. Pretty sure we have talked about this with you before, that there are certain habits and beliefs that you are kind of letting go of or you're removing from your life. And obviously this is a good thing. I think that these habits and beliefs that you are changing are part of the reason that you are going to be finding a lot more success. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Page of Swords, which you have twice here. Again, I'm a big fan of curiosity right now. And the Page of Swords is a card of curiosity, being curious, looking for better ways of doing things in your life. And I feel you are discovering better ways of pretty much doing everything that you want to do through curiosity. So if something has become interesting to you, or if you are becoming curious about something, I would really encourage you to follow your curiosity with the Page of Swords. With the Death card, you have the Lovers. Could be a Scorpio coming in for you. Could be any sign. General reading, but I do feel there is definitely a love opportunity here. It's crazy that you have the Ace of Cups twice, and then you have this card that says Ultimate Fulfillment on it. So there's clearly the ultimate form of fulfillment is coming into your life. And that ultimate fulfillment card says you are now entering a time of peace, happiness, and emotional fulfillment. The Ace of Cups is literally emotional fulfillment. Now, this doesn't have to be love. The Knight of Cups can be a dream, like something that you're dreaming of creating or having in your life, and that could be where the fulfillment is coming from. With the Five of Cups, you have the Three of Pentacles. It's like teamwork makes the dream work, as always, with the Three of Pentacles, but I kind of feel this is more... It's like you're getting an opportunity to show that you can do something that you haven't done before or something. No, I'm not sure what words I'm getting here, Taurus, but it's almost like you are showing the world what you're made of, or you are kind of like showing the world what you are capable of accomplishing. The Three of Pentacles is a card of showing your skills. You know, he has done a good job. The whole point of the Three of Pentacles is that he is showing his work. He's done quality work as well. So I feel for a lot of you, you are kind of like showing your work at this time, if that makes sense. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have the Ultimate Fulfillment card. So you are now entering a time of peace, happiness, and emotional fulfillment. You have this Future card. It says you have a perfect you cannot make this up. I didn't even read this. You have perfect clarity in a situation. Trust your inner knowingness. Like I already said, I think that you are very clear on where you're going and what you're doing, and you need to like trust that clarity. I feel it's guiding you towards bigger and better things in your life, and that's definitely what I would pay attention to here with this energy for sure. You have the Ace of Cups, again, which I almost just dropped. So the Ace of Cups is ultimate fulfillment, of course. It is also feeling very fulfilled. I also do feel that there could clearly be a very solid love opportunity coming in for you. Something very fulfilling, something that leads to a lot of happiness. I feel either a person has their eye on you or you have your eye on a person with the Page of Swords. Page of Swords twice could be two people spying on each other. So if you think that someone is interested in you, or if you're wondering if a person would be interested in you, I would say the answer is probably yes with this energy. Clearly, there could be a person who is interested in you with this energy. You have the Page of Swords. Again, I would greatly encourage you to look into, following your curiosity. If something is interesting to you, or if something in your life is kind of piquing your interest, this is definitely something I would pay attention to here, because it's like your interest, like I feel like your interest is the thing that is guiding you the most right now, as in if you are interested in something like an idea, a plan, a goal, wish, dream, whatever, I feel like that's guiding you towards success. And you have the Ace of Pentacles here. The Ace of Pentacles is something that has a lot of potential. So the Ace of Pentacles is limited by us. Depending on what we put into a situation, that's what we're going to get out of it. There's this garden right here on the Ace of Pentacles. You are a Taurus, and I always say that with the garden on the front of the Ace of Pentacles, we have to be the one that kind of nurtures this garden into existence. And you have that growth card, and it says you're delaying growth. The process of healing is worth doing. So maybe you have to heal, but I also kind of feel, it's kind of funny as well. This card says it's important to unlearn to grow as rules change, as rules continue to morph and change. I don't remember exactly, so don't quote me on this, but I was thinking, I looked up the Sabian symbol for the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. I can't remember, was it 21 degrees or whatever it was? I can't remember, but like the Sabian symbol for it was I think it did say something about rules that are changing or something like that. Because I don't remember exactly what it was. I'll look it up and I'll try to put it in the comments. But again, I think that now would be an amazing time to like look at those rules that you set for yourself. Remember what I said about the Death card, how I feel like you're changing your beliefs about something. And these might not be rules. They might be rules that you've set for yourself that you need to overcome. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction. So I do feel for a lot of you that there could be some sort of change that's going on in your life, or you are changing something in your life. And I feel like whatever you are changing is going to lead to a lot of success for you. So I feel like you need to, kind of pay attention to the changes. I also feel like you're discovering things that are much more fulfilling experiences. He's looking at those Seven Pentacles and he's saying, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is it worth it for me to put this much work into these Seven Pentacles? Or is there something better that I could be doing? And I think that you are looking for those, bigger bang for your buck type situations in your life, in work and business and love everywhere. And it seems to me like that's what you are discovering. I love this reading for you. And with the Page of Swords, you have the Hangman. Some of you, it could be a water sign of Pisces. You have Pisces, Scorpio twice. You don't have Cancer, but it could be. So, it could be any sign coming in for you. But the Hangman is about gaining a new perspective. I do feel like there also could be people in your life going this way to the Page of Swords. Sometimes I feel that the Page of Swords can be our children, right? And sometimes we don't necessarily listen to children because they're children, but you never know. You could have like a 2-year-old that tells you something, and it could be, it could be coming from source. It might not necessarily be coming to them. So I always say, like, children are very tapped in, right? Children say things to us that, might be from somewhere else. And I kind of get that feeling for some of you. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups. Definitely a very solid love connection. Look at, are you kidding? Definitely could be a surprise as well. I feel like some of you, with the Tower, again, maybe you're not it's like you're not looking for love, and maybe that's why you're attracting it into your life, right? But there definitely could be a solid connection. Two of Cups is also you and your higher self. So if you feel like your higher self is guiding you towards new beginnings or new directions, I would trust your higher self here. At the end, for the good stuff, you have this Exposed and Revealed card. You also have this Royal You card. Again, I get a little bit of glow-up vibes going on here. I feel like the Exposed and Revealed card is something that you, Taurus, specifically has been working on for a long time. I feel like, hey, look at this, 21 as well. That's number 21, that card. I would definitely look up the Sabian symbol. Like I said, I'll try to remember. I always say I'm going to remember, and I never do. So if you remind me in the comments, I'll remember to share it. But I'm pretty sure it was 21 degrees. I might be wrong. So I'll look it up after this and try to remember. But again, what I would say is I think what you've been working on for a long time is your truth. Like, what does Taurus want to do, not what does everybody else want to do. And I think you're kind of bringing that into the world. You have the King of Cups here. Definitely, again, could be a very strong connection coming in for you. Someone who's really interested in you with the King of Cups. I also feel that there could be kind of good news coming in for you. Like I said, with that Tower, I get good news there and here, but I feel maybe it's about a move. So again, if you're signing a contract, or if you're hoping to move, or if you're, what do you call it, like signing a lease or something, I feel this, for whatever reason, this could be good news coming in there. You have the Two of Wands. Again, Two of Wands about taking the lead, and he's looking out into the future. He's looking for new opportunities or new things that he could create or move towards. And I feel a lot of you could be kind of doing that with the Two of Wands. You have the Eight of Pentacles. Again, I feel you're hard at work. I do feel like your hard work is paying off. I also do feel that you could be getting a lot of attention for the work that you're doing with this, and the Three of Pentacles as well. These are really good cards for showing off, showing off basically, or doing something to show how skillful you are, or doing something to show your skills would be a really good idea kind of with this energy. With the King of Cups, you have the Chariot. There's your Cancer. So could be a water sign coming in for you. Chariot, how funny is it that I literally said moving because of the King of Cups, and here you go, Chariot. The King of Cups, and people always ask me this, but there are some cards in the tarot that I call clue cards. If you don't know, clue cards to me are not like the accurate tarot meaning of a card, but sometimes I feel a card is kind of saying something else, and that's what a clue card is to me. King of Cups is my clue for a home or a change in the home. I don't always feel it, but whenever I do, I say it. And, again, here you go, right here. Some of you could be moving or traveling. And obviously, whatever it is either going to be fulfilling, it's going to lead to fulfillment, or it's going to improve your life in some way. With the Two of Wands, you have the Judgment card. And here you go. To me, Tower and Judgment is the most powerful combination in the tarot. To me, it can represent like a major wake-up call or a major revelation. And there's clearly this clarity card here, which is talking about you gaining clarity on the direction you need to move in life. So, amazing. And with the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Wands. Yep, your hard work is paying off, basically. He's about to reach his home right here in the background. And, it basically says that his hard work is paying off. So I feel for those of you that have been doing work or have been working on, projects or businesses or whatever you've been doing, it's like you're about to reach your home. You're about to reach this place in the background where you're going to be more successful or you're going to be creating success. Looks amazing. Love it. So we're going to pull 5 main themes. There's really not much else to say, I think, about this reading. I think it's more talking about, fulfillment and finding fulfillment. You have this ant card that says work, achievement, success. Yep, we see this the whole entire reading. A lot of success here. You have this December card. I always clarify these monthly cards, and you have this firecracker. It says excitement on it. So I feel like you're building towards a lot of excitement. And again, there could be a major change by the time we get to the month of December this year. I do feel sometimes, with these monthly cards, I feel like it could be talking about like last December. I think in this case, this is talking about what you're working towards, and you're working towards things that are going to be exciting. You have this funnel card. It says period of frustration, lessons to be learned. I think this is what you're coming off of, is a period of frustration. And now it's like like I said, I literally said this in the reading, that it's like you're looking at everything you've learned in your, or at least I think you should be. I think you should be looking at what you've learned and put it into practice, right? And that's what I would do here. You have this bull card. It says, do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. So I feel that you are kind of becoming very strong, or there is a lot of strength that's coming in for you. I also feel that it's time for you to show fortitude, of course. You have this quill card. It says, get back to basics. So I feel keeping it simple is going to be the best thing for you. But ultimate fulfillment is what I'm going to say to you, Taurus. This looks amazing. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.